The whole CS2 market is pretty much crashing right now, and a lot of skins like the XM Monster Melt from the Overpass 20 and 24 collection is one of the most biggest downfalls currently. I mean, this skin has been worth around like 25 euros just a few weeks ago, and currently we're already selling for 15, which is kind of insane, and prices could go even lower. I mean, the cheapest it was like for 10 euros, which is kind of insane, because ever since you could have sold it for like a 3x, which is kind of insane if you ask me. The floats up on these are very important, because this is definitely not the best trade up skin for trade ups, not the best purple, but any other purple from this collection is gonna cost even more, but the prices could be falling even more. I mean, if the new skins from the Armory are gonna be good looking, a lot of people will be definitely also not investing the Armory stars into these collections and don't caring about these at all. But that's also kind of good for these investments, because the supply won't be rising as much. That's at least my own prediction upon it. But what if I told you that there's a skin out there that's way rarer than this XM Monster Melt, to be exact 10 times rarer, and it's very underrated right now, and the prices are very similar. The Tec-9 Cut Out from the Operation Hydro case may not look like the best Tec-9 skin out there, or generally speaking a skin, but in my opinion it is definitely something special if you go for this in a factory new condition. The supply of these is only around like 4,000 in the factory new condition, which is super rare. It costs around like 30 euros. Obviously the Hydro collection, the case alone is like 50 euros to open it, right, with the key. But this skin is only like 30 euros on third-party websites, maybe even cheaper. It's 30 euros on Steam right now. It does have a lot of potential. I mean, obviously for the most people it's gonna look like it's nothing special. It's not from the Armory, right? Nobody's talking about these skins right now, but I see the potential, and the most people are not gonna buy this skin for like 30 euros, you understand? And also most likely in the near future I will be grabbing myself one, just because it looks kinda clean. Obviously it's not better than the Tec-9 Whiteout, right? But I think with my gloves it's looking pretty clean if you ask me. The unfortunate news with the Hydro collection skins is that they will be rising forever, because the supply will be decreasing with every single day, and ever since we got the gold trade up update, this changed the meta as well. As you can see, we are rising non-stop. I'm not saying it's gonna explode, but I don't think it's gonna come nearly down to the price that we have been at before. Skins.com is a CS2 marketplace where you can buy and sell all your favorite and desirable skins. Compared to other sites, when selling your skins you have 0% fees. On top of that, you also have a huge variety of deposit methods and many different ways to withdraw, connect with other players and trade your items safely through the secure system. Make sure you go and check them out. Click the link in the description. Also, I wanted to mention this skin because it's from the Recall collection. This collection has been already discontinued from the game, and the prices of these are still dropping, right? Because a lot of people are selling the investments right now and stuff. And I still think that the AK Ice Cold will have a lot of potential. I mean, the supply of these is obviously huge. You cannot compare it to any other serious investment. But as a play skin, I would be definitely taking a look at it, because in the past few weeks we came all the way down. Like, we've crashed like 20% nearly, which is kind of insane if you ask me. The cheapest one listed is for 5 euros and 37 cents. But if you can, definitely go for the factory new conditions. Obviously the floats up on these are super important, because at the end of the day most people will be using them actually in trade ups. Yes, it's a clean play skin, but it's not very expensive, right, compared to any other like pink skin from a discontinued collection. Also, we're currently doing the Glock 18 Nuclear Guardian giveaway. If you want to participate and win this skin, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trade link is in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin if you win. I wish to all of you in the comments the best of luck, and let's get right into the next investment on our list. Here's the thing, the Glock 18 green line has a lot of potential. It's quite expensive right now, I understand, but even the minimal wear condition could have some potential, just because these skins will be always fuel for trade ups, but not only trade ups. The people will be using the skin, at least that's my prediction. I mean, it's a clean looking Glock, it's from the discontinued collection, and maybe in the future way more people will be buying it. That's just my own prediction upon it. Obviously prices are still up there and currently crashing with no new update arriving. The market is still bouncing lower and lower, so be very careful upon these skins. I have just recently noticed that I don't nearly have enough cases for the long term, because really I don't open cases, right? I just keep them in my inventory and do nothing with them pretty much. And ever since I'm buying so much stuff in CS2 right now, I was like, I need to go ahead and buy some cases, because at the end of the day, over the last few years, cases have been always performing pretty well for me. So that's why I believe in these cases. They had a slight decline because when the new updates came out and the new regulations came out, a lot of people started panic selling, but that's normal with the CS2 economy, as we know. That's why I'll be also looking into some other discontinued cases that could be rising in the near future. I mean, generally speaking, most of these have a lot of potential, but I just need more. As you can see, I don't have nearly enough. Also, the downfall of the charms is looking very brutal in my opinion. The charm Lil says, ever since the announcements, this charm has been tanking in price. People noticed it's actually not getting removed from the game. A lot of investors started panic selling, and I think it's still not over because it's absolutely insane. These charms are staying such a long time in the armory, and these items can't even be consumed. These are at this point even worse than agents, because we have so many out of here. So I think the long term of this is not going to be great, guys. If you have charms, you could maybe start investing in something else. No, I'm not saying sell because you lost money upon it, right? If you're gonna sell, you obviously lost some money on it, but I think in the long run it's not gonna look too healthy. It's gonna take at least 6 to 5 months for them to be maybe announced discontinued the next time we get something new in the armory. So that's why up until that point we still have a lot of time. But also, if prices keep on tanking, I mean, for example, a red charm from the armory is worth around like 23 euros. It's an old school charms. If something gets discontinued, these are gonna be next. And as you can see, the CS2 community was absolutely insane. At one time these have been selling for 50 euros. I feel sorry for the people that have actually invested into this a lot. I mean, if you got one charm, I mean, it can happen. The market is always volatile, but for those who have spent like thousands upon charm, it's gonna be insane, I think. And in the future it can drop even lower. Obviously it's not one of the best looking charms out there, but I still think it's kind of undervalued compared to some other charms. The craziest part about this skin is it was this cheap just because it was in the CS2 shop, right? And these items have been removed from the shop and nobody was expecting it, so you can't really predict the future of these skins because we've never seen something similar in CS2 or CSGO. I mean, things have been removed from the shop before, people knew it kinda in advance, but upon these investments this has been something different. Also something very crazy, the glove case is also currently crashing. I have no idea what's currently happening to this case, but as you can see, a lot of these are getting sold for very cheap. People are undercutting each other right now. As you can see, upon the Steam community market, the cheapest one is 14 euros and 16 cents, and today it has been sold for like what, 14 euros and 19 cents. So as you can see, the price is even dropping and people still are undercutting each other. Actually, I absolutely love this case. As you can see, the supply is actually not huge, like 29,000 are currently listed up on the Steam community market. Obviously this is not the whole supply, but this is one fracture of it. Also, can someone explain to me please why this Tec-9 Mummy sword from the Anubis collection, this is a mil-spec skin, is currently worth up on the Steam community market like 32 euros, but if I compare it to some others, for example to the Nova Sobex Bite, this is the same collection, but this is a purple skin, and this one is priced at the same price area. It makes absolutely no sense. It's like 3 to 4 euros more, but is also in the factory new condition and can be used up as a trade-up, which is kind of insane. So I think there's something wrong with this collection going on. Also, if you would like to bring the bucket head back, you need to go ahead into the description because we still need to hit 150 likes in order for the head to come back. Also, what is your prediction upon the new gloves from the Dead Hand terminal? Because those that are demanded, like for example the sport gloves are cold, are definitely staying around the same price area. On third-party websites, these are obviously selling for cheaper, but the price is staying relatively stable. Do you think these gloves will drop in the future, or do you think they're gonna stay at around the same price area? But there's still some skins that have dropped in price, just like for example the Mag 7 copper coated. This is also from the Anubis collection. These have dropped all the way down to 13 euros up on the Steam community market. The potential of these skins is there, but I think there's not a lot of demand, and ever since a lot of people are giving up on CS2 investments right now, it could be a great opportunity to go ahead and buy these in a factory new condition.